What's going on? My name is Josh, and I always want to review this channel original movies, aka DCOMs. And I want to know the burning question: how well they hold up in today's time? Did they age gracefully, or did they age poorly? So, in this review, I'm reviewing the 2003 hood classic Cheetah Girls. Let's get into it. Alright, so before we start the review, I'm gonna give my personal opinion on the movie. In my personal opinion, I never seen Cheetah Girls a day in my life until recently. And the only reason I've seen the Cheetah Girls is a friend suggested I should watch the Cheetah Girls after I told them I never watched Cheetah Girls. And so they was like, I would like it because as a music person that loves music, I will enjoy the music of the movie. Which I was like, okay, you know what? Let's give it a try. And to be honest,
I mean, it's alright, like...
this movie really is not for me. Like, not at all. But at the same time, I do understand the hype of it and why preteen and teenage girls love this movie so much, because it was all about friendship, being friends with one another, singing, dancing, stuff like that. So, like I said, I understand the hype, but this movie is really not for me. So, we start off with our titular characters at a birthday party for a little kid. And so we have the 4 girls singing, dancing, and stuff like that. And then everything was going fine until one tripped over, then the other tripped over the other one. Another one did a flip, and then they fell and bust their ass. And one of them didn't even know what was going on, but they got their act together and was able to perform and pose at the end. After that, they started talking about the talent show and they need to get ready for a talent show. So
there is one person who doubts that we can't be the first freshmen to win the Manhattan Magnet School Talent Show. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
They can be the first freshman to win the talent show. And this is where we got introduced to our characters. We have a biracial girl, Galleria, who has a famous fashion designer mom and also a dad that is an Italian chef. We have Chanel, the Hispanic of the group. She's Puerto Rican. So we also have the Southern black character, because we know she's from the South, because she has this thick country accent. It's kind of fake, but hey, it's just me. I put hot sauce in my purse. Yeehaw. Anyway, we have Aqua, the black Southern girl. They also have Dorinda, the white girl that can dance and also do gymnastic flips. So after that, they went on their separate ways to get ready for the talent show, stuff like that. And so we go to the audition for the talent show. And before the Cheetah Girls audition, we have these 2 guys. I mean, to be honest, they don't do much in the movie. The only thing they was there for is to be a rival / a love interest in the movie for the Cheetah Girls. Well, mostly the white boy. I mean, this is him. I put his picture up, but at the same time, he don't do much in the movie anyway, besides rap, beef with them, and then fall off with one of them. And the black kid, he was there. He was there just to fill a spot. Now we're getting to the Cheetah Girls performance, where they perform the song Cinderella. And they out there killing, like singing, dancing. They're doing a great job. So much better compared to the birthday party they was doing a few minutes ago. And as a performer, Galleria's mom was in the audience, and she had the dog Toto with her as well. Toto got real excited, ran down to the stage, and started dancing with the girls. So we're gonna put a pin in that part because this foreshadows a plot point in the beginning. I mean, in the movie. So we're gonna put a pin in that and come back to that later. So after that, they killed it. What's called, the teacher is sitting there crying like, oh, you guys remind me so much of me. I mean, it was fabulous. So after that, after the praise and applause, this guy named Jacko Johnson walks in. The girls are screaming. I said, "Oh my goodness, it's a famous music producer, Jackal Johnson." And so, to be honest, for me, it's kind of weird for a music producer just pops up out of nowhere at a high school. You can say that the teacher invited him because he used to be a student at the school and she knows him as well. But like I said, it's just random. It's just weird. So while you're at high school, look for talent at an audition. I mean, I feel like you could go to an actual talent show to see it, but I digress. After that, Jackal started talking to the girls like, y'all have so much talent. Y'all have so much talent since I went to the school. Like this and that. So then this is where, in my opinion, Galleria had her villain arc. In my opinion, I feel like Galleria's villain in the movie. And as I explain it, this movie review, I would tell you why I think she's a villain. But anyway, she went to Jackal like, "Hey, my name is Galleria. I am the founding member of the Cheetah Girls. I also wrote the song that you heard as well." And so Jackal like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, here's my number. Give me a call, and you know what? We can make things work. We can make things shake and move." Boom. So the Cheetah Girls happy, excited, like, "Oh my goodness, we got recognized." Blah. So they was they wanted to do it so bad, but Galleria mom was like, "I don't think this is a good idea." Like, because she been through the same situation as a fashion designer. Because I mean, fashion design, music, you still get screwed over the end. Like, you can't trust everybody, and people will mess you over, or they try to change you and take over your credit. So the mom was like, "I don't think you should do this." So the girls got sad, upset about it, and Galleria was really in her feelings about this. So Galleria's dad decided to talk to the mom and convince her to let her call them and do a meeting. So they got the meeting. They called Jackal. It was like, "Hey, we want to do this, blah, blah." Set up a meeting. Boom, boom, boom. They got there. They sing, dance, perform, and stuff like that. And so they did so great that Jackal wanted to do a demo for them. To explain what a demo is about a few songs to record, to give out to the music industry or record labels, stuff like that, to show people what they have going on, like how good they sound. So he wanted to do a demo, and the girls were so excited to do it, and then he told them the date of it, and then they realized, like, wait a minute, that's the same day of the talent show. It's like, we don't know if we can do it. But Galleria was so egotistical about the situation. Like, you know what? Forget about the talent show. We're on to bigger, better things. Like, you know, we're gonna do the demo because Jackal, he gonna make us huge and famous. My personal opinion, I feel like they could have rescheduled the demo and do the talent show, because if it wasn't for the talent show and the teacher, they wouldn't have got the demo or recording deal for them. But that's just my opinion. I feel like you kind of screwing her over by not doing a talent show, because you want to do something that's bigger and better. Granted, I understand big and better, but at the same time, loyalty plays a part in there as well. So after that, Galleria was on like 10. She was making more music, this and that, blah blah blah. It got to the point where when Chanel went over for a sleepover for her, Galleria showed her the new album cover for it, and Chanel was like, "You know what? Why is your picture 2 times bigger than all of us?" Say, "Well, I did most of the work anyway. I wrote the music, I made the music." And Chanel's like, "Yeah, but at the same time, Aqua contributing to some of them lyrics as well. Dorinda did a dance, and Chanel also came up with some hooks as well. Like, this is a group effort. We are the Cheetah Girls. Like, it's not all about you." And that's when I feel like, in my personal opinion, that's when Galleria started having like a big head. Her ego was getting bigger than what it is, because she was on cloud. She was on cloud, not like, oh, yeah, you did the music and stuff, but at the same time, it's a group effort, and like, it's not all about you. It's about the group as well. So that's why I feel like Galleria kind of was step on toes and stuff, because she feel like she should get the bigger recognition because she did most of the work. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, you gotta humble yourself, girl, because you didn't do this all by yourself. You had 3 other people. If you did it by yourself, different story. But at the same time, like, you're not even the best singer of the group. Chanel's the best singer of the group. I digress. So after that, they went and did in front of a record label. And so they sung to him again, and they was like, you know what? You know what? We want to change that. You know what? We want to change the thing. We want to make it out into this animal theme and stuff like that. And so Gallery didn't like that. It's like, well, we are the Cheetah Girls. Yeah, but we're gonna turn you to this because this is more marketable. This is gonna get the kids to listen to the music and stuff like that. And we're going to write all the music. You just record. It's like, but I make all the music. Yeah, but we gonna do that. Like we got the top writers, top music producers and stuff like that. Like we gonna do that. We gonna do that. And so that's what they do. Also, sign off. I forgot to say. So Galleria, like I say, egotistical. In my opinion, she was egotistical in the movie, and basically she kind of upset the teacher because, like, you know, we're gonna do this and do that. It's like, and she felt some type of way. I was like, yeah, I'll be mad at her too. Like, girl, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this record label. You wouldn't have this deal if it wasn't for me. And you want to push me to the side for a record label? You know, okay, cool. All right, have a good day. Anyway, like I said, villain the movie. My personal opinion, not yours. And so after that, Gallery was like, I want to do a deal. She goes like, well, this is a big opportunity for us as a group. And Gallery was in her feelings and left, and she left the group temporarily. So at this point, Gallery was in her feelings because they did the deal without her. At the same time, her mom kind of warned her because, like, I warned you something like this was going to happen. So you really can't get mad at anyone but yourself because I warned you. And then you kind of push the girls to the side and you start getting big-headed. And now you're in your feelings because they want to do a deal without you. It's like, you can't have both ways. If he was a little more humble, about it, maybe things go better. And maybe the girls wouldn't do a deal without you, or not even do a deal at all. So you can't get mad. And after that, at this point, the girls won't talk to each other. They were split. They were separated. So Galleria was walking down the street, and Toto got loose. Toto got stuck in a hole in New York. She trying to get help. Nobody would help her, and this and that. Then soon later, I think the fire department came, the police, and this and that, blah blah, and the news truck came. Which I just think it's kind of weird. Like, why the news truck here? Like, out of all things, the news truck is here. Like, this is very new, groundbreaking news that a dog is stuck in a hole, and this is the exciting thing you can do in New York City. A dog in a hole. I mean, like I said, it is a dog in a hole. I mean, Lassie fell in the hole. I mean, or not Lassie. Some other dog fell in the hole. Look, all right, who? What news station you know is going to report on a dog in a hole? In a hole. I digress. Like I said, at this point, news channel showing like, oh yeah, the dog's stuck in a hole and this, that. We can't get him out, blah, 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 blah. So all the girls was watching news at this point, oddly enough, and all saw that Toto was in the hole. So one by one, they get to the location, and they all show up, and also they got to there and was like, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? Like, we can't reach the dog. The fire department can't reach the dog. And also, side note, so it was a subplot in this movie where Aqua was scared to ride the subway because weirdos is dirty and that blah blah. Like she didn't want to ride the subway, but she was cool riding with taxi. But I feel like that's worse than the subway because at least you can somewhat control the subway and get off, get on. You don't have control of the taxi. But hey, we're not gonna get too deep into it. So all the girls was there. They were trying to figure like how we gonna do this. She's like, you know what? We're gonna sing to the dog, cause when we start singing, the dog started jumping up and like staying on his hind legs. They started singing to get the dog out, and they started singing. The dog jumped up and got out, and they was able to save the dog. But at the same time, for me, this is kind of weird. Not for the dog, it's for the girls, because at this part of the movie, they wasn't talking to each other. But for some strange reason, they all show up in similar outfits. Like, we plan to wear this outfit today. Like why? Like how? Like how? All y'all wasn't talking, but y'all all end up in the same outfits.
There's a simple explanation for that.
I digress. So, like I said, they got the dog out. As well. And so they all started singing and dancing and started this impromptu music video. Strut like you mean it and free your mind and blah blah blah. So they started dancing, they started singing. And also this random white boy, Derek, he came back at the end of the movie. And he started playing guitar. I mean, I can't fault him too much because I'm like, if you're a good musician, you can improv and play and this and that and catch the beats and the chords. But at the same time, homeboy didn't know no songs and he got this guitar. But like I said, I digress. Also, I forgot to tell you, Derek, I think his name Derek. I'm probably calling him Derek because he look like Derek. I forgot to tell you, after Cheetah Girls broke up, Galleria went back to school and started singing her emotions and started playing piano. And then Derek was like, you know what, that's the realest song you have ever done in your life. And they started getting connection. Like, sir, out of this whole entire movie, the only thing y'all did was beef. But since she started making quote unquote real music, you was feeling her. And then you came at the end of the movie, play guitar. So, like I said, trash love story. Make no sense. We went from beefing to in love within 2.5 seconds. How, Sway? How,
Sway? Take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Anyway, I digress. They did a little music video. They sing, dance, boom, boom. So Galleria kissed Derek. I always call, oh wow, they kiss each other. Then we had this horrible CGI fireworks. Like it makes no sense because it looked like they was done with the movie, and they was like, you know what? I want the fireworks. I want fireworks to shoot out and say, Cheetah Girls. But y'all threw in this half-ass CGI fireworks that said Cheetah Girls. I'm telling you, it was trash. But that is the 2003 hood classic, Cheetah Girls. And like I said, still, personally, a movie I would have never watched if nobody told me about it. But like I said, if you want to give your comments, likes, concerns, you can do it in the comments. You can say if I was wrong, not wrong, whatever you want to do. Let's have a discussion in the comments. All right, have a great day.